training ourselves to be. Yeah, the war must cease. Create electrical magnetic harmony. Light a candle, balance to the world. Self-supreme, ushering the new dawn. Balance and harmony is called. Balance and harmony, join in harmony, non-duality. Primal way to be still in harmony. Say victory, self-harmony, self-harmony, non-duality. Victory arise triumphantly, bringing harmony, balance to the world. Victory, self-harmony, maintaining equanimity, bring balance to the world.
Chant victory with me.
Bring balance, maintain massive harmony. Bring balance to the world.
Balance to the world.
Equanimity. Bring balance to the world. Victory. Victory arise triumphantly, bringing harmony and balance to the world. Conscious evolution for all. A fractal of self, aligned with self-supreme. In all the world, it's all of me. More to see, myriad and variety. Electrical, magnetic beams, different levels to perceive. Join on in harmony, balance to the world. Self-harmony, maintaining equanimity. Bring balance to the world. Bring victory, arise triumphantly. Finally, I balance me. After eons of battling ego and greed, all me in every level of being, being obscured by ignorance, illusion, dream. All self, bow to self-supreme, the master of me, fractal being, electrical, magnetic being, joining harmony, non-dual self-harmony. Victory, arise, maintaining equanimity, harmony, and balance to the world. Maintaining equanimity, bring balance to the world. Self-harmony, maintaining my equanimity. Victory, I rise triumphantly, bringing harmony and balance to the world.
Yes, victory, victory, victory. Balance to the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I am Primal Light, prepared for the world with this self-identity as Auset, Aten Ra. I am the Liberator, and I advocate for all selves. Hail, hail, hail to the Primal Light. Hail, hail, hail to the Primal Light. Yes, I want everyone to chant with me, victory, victory, victory. Victory, victory, victory. Do you know the time that we are in right now? Are you aware of what's happening around you? Are you aware of this very, very, very important time to be in existence? So many ones have come and they have gone. They made an appearance and a disappearance. And you are here in this world right now in awareness. Now is the time to come into true realization of who you are, to anchor yourself into yourself supreme. And know that there is never going to be another time like this in our existence, in this fragmentation. This duality is coming to a close. Know this truth. There's so many changes happening in the world right now. Many parts of the world, many ones are suffering from many different things that's going on in their environment and within their government. Let's be chanting victory, victory, victory. Let's be in alignment with ourselves supreme. This is no time now to fool around. This is time now to know truth, to come into full self-realization, and know the time that you're in right now, to make use of this opportunity to know yourself, to be in alignment with yourself supreme. When will you ever get this opportunity again? Never. The opportunity is here. Do you know how many millennia we have called, we have cried unto ourselves supreme? We didn't know who we were supposed to call until we are calling on wrong names and wrong information, because we have a false self-identification. But now ourselves supreme is in this dream, in alignment with all of its fragmented self, to bring balance to this duality. Victory, 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 victory. Hail, hail to the primal light. Hail to the true light. Hail to the transparent light. Hail to the light through all the ages. Hail to the light without beginning nor end. Know that you must chant this many, many, many times throughout your day, because every light up in here is a fragmentation, is a fake light. They're moving with fake light. They want to deceive you with them fake light. This primal light, without beginning or end, the transparent light, the true light. This is the light you want to align yourself with. That is yourself supreme. Know that this light that we have as the sun is also a fragmentation. The self had to fragment itself to create this duality. It shattered its atom. It gave birth to an atom and shattered its atom to create all of this existence. Everything is a fragmentation. It's a fractal creation. From this fractal creation, this tiny, tiny particles. Look at this amazing thing in this fragmentation. Can you imagine the vastness of who you are? Being trapped and enslaved inside of a dream. Liberation from this duality. Liberation from this dream existence. Liberation from all oppression and tyranny. Liberation. Victory, victory, victory. For all our feminine all over into this existence, fighting for liberation. I say victory, victory, victory. All souls are free. All selves are free. This duality has been enslaving the feminine for eons. And now the liberation, the feminine is rising up all over the world. Victory, victory, victory. This duality cannot hold the feminine down because balance must be brought to this existence. The feminine is bringing balance to this existence. That is what that has been missing. That's why the masculine has been rolling in tyranny. And now that tyranny must be loosened in this duality because the feminine is rising, bringing balance to its ignorant duality, its ignorant masculinity. Balance to this dream. Balance to the world. I want you to chant with me. Balance to the world. 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 We have sick minds ruling the world. All these toxic masculinity ruling all over in this duality existence. Liberation from all tyranny and oppression. Yes, all souls are free, all selves are free. Hail, hail to the primal light. Hail, hail to myself supreme, primal light. Hail, hail to my fragmented primal light selves, Aten Ra. Victory, victory, victory. Everyone chant victory for Aten Ra. Victory, victory, victory. Aten Ra is victorious. Victory, victory, victory. Yes, victory. All of ourselves must bring their duality into the non-duality. Believe me, this is not an easy task, working with your duality nature. You too have to do this within yourself. Be busy moving that duality spirit back into the non-duality of the self-soul. All of our supreme selves, our primal light selves are moving their duality and returning it to non-duality. The age of ignorance is over. The age of toxic masculinity is over. No more will we be ruled on the tyranny. Liberation from duality. Liberation from this dream existence. Calling for balance to the world. Thank you. Victory for Aten Ra. Victory, victory, victory. Our next fragmented self, the self manifest, must move its duality. Its duality is the cosmos. We must chant for the cosmos to move into balance and harmony. Victory, victory, victory for our self manifest. All the duality must be returned to non-duality. Victory, victory, victory to our self-supreme self, fragmented primal light, self-manifest. Remember what I said, that our self-supreme, meaning a self-atom, a primordial egg. This self-atom was shattered and fragmented. These are all, this the creation that we are right now. All of this fragmentation, this fractal creation, is from that shattered atom. We are that fragmented primal light, baby self, into this dream existence. Our next fragmented primal light supreme self is the unmanifest. Chant with me, victory, victory, victory for the unmanifest primal light fragmented self. Victory, victory, victory. Primal light, unmanifest, hail, hail. Primal light, fragmented. This is the sub-atom that was fragmented and shattered. This is what they call the Big Bang. When this atom was shattered, this fragmented primal light self is the realm. All of the realm is this. This is all the duality. We must chant victory, victory, victory. All the realms must move into balance and harmony, return to non-duality. Victory, victory, victory to ourselves supreme, primal light, fragmented self, the unmanifest. That's the unmanifest job, to bring all the realms and return them to non-duality. You must do that within yourself. Yourself called spirit is the duality, and you must return it to non-duality. Be busy about yourself. Be busy moving from duality to non-duality. Chant with me, victory, 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 victory. Victory to our next self on the next level, the void selves. The void selves, they are not fragmented. They are unified, unified self. The masculine and feminine is in one self, not like the primal light fragmented self, where the masculine and feminine was exploring separately, and the masculine dominating the feminine and oppressing it. No more of this. All of the masculine and the feminine, they're moving back together as one unified self. Chant with me, victory, victory, victory. Hail, hail to our void self manifest. Victory, victory, victory to our void self manifest. Our void self manifest is the universe, that it's duality, and this duality must return to non-duality. Chant with me, victory, victory, victory. Self, the void manifest, is victorious. Victory, victory, victory. Triumphant void manifest. Our next self, the next level, is the void baby self unmanifest. Void baby self unmanifest. Hail, hail to the void baby self unmanifest. Victory, victory, victory to void baby self unmanifest, moving its duality and returning it to non-duality. This is the space. All the space is in duality, and it must return to being a void. Return to non-duality. Victory, 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 victory. Hail, hail to our next self and the next level. The void unified self, unmanifest. Hail, hail to myself, the void self, unmanifest. The void self, unmanifest duality is the galaxies. All of the galaxies must move and return to balance and harmony, to non-duality. Chant with me. Victory, victory, victory. For void self, unmanifest. All duality, return to non-duality. Victory, victory, victory. Our next self, on the next level, is our self supreme. My self supreme, that which has no name, that can't be explained. Hail, hail to that which has no name, that can't be explained. My self supreme. Moving its duality, returning it to non-duality. That which has no name, that can't be explained. My self supreme duality is what is called in the world the Great Spirit, and must be returned to balance and harmony, to non-duality. Victory, 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 victory. Hail, hail, hail to our one true, pure self. Hail, hail to my primal light self. Hail, hail to the primal light, the one true light, the transparent light, the light without beginning nor end. Myself supreme. The duality of the primal light is the dark, the darkness. And as you can see, we're in vast darkness. When you close your eyes and when you look, that's what you see, a darkness. And it takes chanting these vibrations. If you want to get more light around you quicker, you just be doing these vibrational meditation. Just be doing the vibration. This is when you break up that magnetic energy and you are producing electricity. So all of this darkness must return to balance and harmony, must return to non-duality, must return back into light. Its light has been obscure behind it, and all of this darkness must return back to light. Know that the true light is black. Hail, hail to the primal light. Hail, hail to the one true light. When the real self, the non-dual primal light self come to you, their light is black. They never come shining a bright light, what all the deceivers do when they come into you. They come in with a bright light shining to deceive you. The real self never does that, because it's black and its light is black. It is not self-luminous. It is the bringer of the light. It doesn't shine any light when it comes to you. Yes, because it's the bringer of the light. Know this truth. It's the giver of the light. We are in fragmentation. That's why we are self-luminous. But our self-supreme is the giver of the light. It does not self-luminous, because it's not in a fragmentation like we are. It's in its real nature. Hail, hail to the primal light. Hail, hail to the one true light. Hail, hail to the light without beginning nor end. Make this your affirmation daily. Make this your chant non-stop. You want to know yourself? This is the easiest way to do this. Be chanting this every day. I am telling you this. You want yourself to elevate? I don't know what practice you do, but I tell you to drop all them practice, because many ones have been doing those practices for ages and they never come into their truth. You chant this Primal Light chant, I guarantee you, you will come into your true self-realization. This is the chant to chant. If you chant nothing else, you chant this. Hail to your primal light. Seek refuge in your primal light. Immerse yourself. Be the primal light by affirming yourself that I am primal light. I am the true light. Chant with me. Chant with me. I am primal light. I am the true light. I am primal light. I am the true light. I am primal light. I am the true light. Hail, hail to myself supreme, primal light. I bow to the primal teacher. I bow to the eternal truth. I bow to the eternal self. Hail, 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 hail to the primal light. Hail, 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 hail to the primal light. I bow to my primal teacher. I bow to the great supreme intelligence within. I bow to the great supreme truth within. There's only in. Everything is an illusion. If you don't remember anything, I want you to remember one thing. If you'd never learned anything that Auset said, I want you to remember this one thing. That we are being imprisoned inside of a dream. We are inside of a dream. So there's nothing real in this dream existence. Anything that was created with this consciousness is an illusion. It's a dream creation, and it is not real. It is and it is going to be dissolved. All of this creation is like building with Legos. and you're going to demolish it. It's all going to be demolished. Yes, very soon. We must return unto our true nature. You want to call on your primal light self, anchored into yourself. Hail, hail to the primal light. I bow to the great supreme wisdom within. Go within yourself. I bow to my supreme teacher within. Hail, 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 hail to the primal light. I am primal light. I am the true light. You want to chant that with me. I am primal light. I am the true light. I am primal light. I am the true light. Right now, I want to play this tune. So just jam with me. You can stand up, move your body, chant with me. We want to seek to be anchored into ourselves supreme. You want to anchor yourself into the self supreme, into the primal light. Hail, hail, hail to the primal light. You want to anchor yourself into the primal light. You want to know your truth. You want to know your true self. This is what you must do. And right at this moment, I'm just gonna play the 2 minutes one. So just jam with me for a second. Hail to the self supreme, primal light. I seek refuge, 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 I seek refuge in the true light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the light throughout the ages. The light without beginning or end. The light without beginning or end. I call on primal light. I seek refuge in the true light. Aten just gonna play that over again. Alright. Hail to the self supreme, primal light. I seek refuge, 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 I seek refuge in the true light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the light throughout the ages. The light without beginning or end. The light without beginning or end. I call on primal light. I seek refuge in the true light. Aten Self supreme,
eternal truth. I am the unmanifest.
Self supreme.
All is myself. I alone exist.
Aten. Yes, let's play that one more time.
Hail to the self-supreme, primal light. I seek refuge, 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 I seek refuge in the true light. I seek refuge in the primal light. I seek refuge in the light throughout the ages. The light without beginning or end. The light without beginning or end. I call on primal light. I seek refuge in the true light. Aten. Self-supreme, primal light. Aten. Eternal truth. I am the unmanifest.
Self-supreme.
All is myself. I alone exist. Aten.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, all my selves in alignment. All my selves, supreme selves, higher selves are in alignment. Bringing this duality, returning it to non-duality. Hail, hail, hail to the primal light. So right now, I want to play the tune again. Victory. So just dance with me. I'm chanting victory, victory, balance to the world. I just want to say a few things before I play that tune. That we want to be in awareness. There's lots of changes going on in the world. Lots of changes to move from duality to non-duality. And so we want to be chanting victory every day. We have to make it a part of our daily routine by just playing this tune and just chanting victory, victory for all ourselves, supreme selves, because we are dependent on them on every level. Everyone, if one of the self cannot do its job that it's supposed to do, that means that the self above have to assist that self. This is the same thing with us here. All the ones that's in the body, you cannot do what you're supposed to do. You have the button in your hand. You have to move your duality and return it to non-duality, meaning that yourself supreme, have to come and do it for you. Sorry guys, something just crawled on my legs. This is one of those big flying roaches. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The consciousness creates them. They always bothering me. They just appear. Yeah. Come to crawl on my foot because I am talking like this. This is the craziness that goes on in my world. Ants will just appear on my eyelids, and I'm like, I am inside of the house. Where does the ant come from on my eyelid? From nowhere. Biting me. The consciousness is doing this. Yeah, consciousness does not want this duality to return to non-duality. Victory! Consciousness, you've been rolling for eons. Your days is over. Your time of rulership is over. Consciousness, return to non-duality. This consciousness is a tainted consciousness. This is a self-replica, the duality of Aten Ra's mind. She has two minds. One is the non-duality, which everyone knows in the world when she goes into the mind avatar as Brahman. Brahman is the mind avatar of Aten Ra because she had to come into the world in a masculine form because she could not enter into the world in her feminine form because of all of her masculine self was trying to enslave her inside of the dream, wanting to capture her. Her masculine is Amen. And Amen was exploring the world in the duality while she was the non-duality. And exploring the world and was always trying to capture her along with Set, Allah, and Jesus. Krishna. Yeah. So those are the main ones. The main ones. That there are many more, but those are the main ones that's always battling with her, wanting to capture her. So she had to come into the world by creating an avatar for herself, a disguise. So she came as the mind being, as everyone know her as Brahman in the East. I don't know if there is in Kemet, if there is a name. I haven't, but Aten Ra, that's what they know her as, but Aten Ra. But everyone thought that Aten Ra was masculine because she was exploring the world, where in her mind avatar she was in the masculine because her masculine self, Amen, and Set, and Allah, and Jesus, which is all one self. Remember that Set makes self-replicas. The two self-replicas is Jesus, is Anubis, and Tahuti. Allah is Tahuti. Anubis plays the role of Jesus. So they are all Set self. They are Set, just like myself, are Set with Mahat and Hathar. Is one self. Now Mahat is merged with me, and as one self. This is the same thing that with Set, Allah and Jesus is now merged back into Set. So yes, so this is what was happening. So her duality consciousness is what some known as consciousness. Some call it Ra, but Ra is the feminine, and Amun, because Amun Ra is the invisible world. Amun is the moon, so which is consciousness. And but is known as Brahma. So Brahman is the non-duality. Brahma is the duality. So that's the name. But in different parts of the world, they attune different names, right? But so that was the name for the duality and the non-dual mind. So these are the two minds that's right now governing the world. And the non-dual mind, is bringing the balance to the world, which is Aten Ra. And our self-replica, which is Ra, Supreme Ra, have the mind Brahma, consciousness, which is the duality. Alright? The mind takes over Supreme Ra, thinks that it is a self, and this is how the first God being was created. The mind is God. Always know this. All of the gods, they are mind. They are mind beings. This is why you yourself in the body are God, because you are also exploring as the mind being. The great difference between the gods, the deities, that is not in a body, and the gods, were in the body in the human form, is that you have your soul as your source of light. This is why you can maintain balance and they cannot. This is why they want your soul, because the soul is the real and true self. The soul holds your balance for you. If you did not have a soul making the balance for you, this world would have just collapsed into chaos already. It would have never been able to maintain any kind of, there would be no heart would be in this world. It would be all ego, and this would have been a horrible, horrible, horrible existence. The soul make balance into this world. All of the souls, everyone have one. In a body have one. This is the reason why the world is, ups and down. You have the balance of the good and the evil. Because all of the deities, they are the evil. They do not know themselves because they are ourself in ignorance. We have the soul. This is why we can maintain balance. This is why you can't follow them. You have to follow your soul. If they want your soul because they know that it is the real and it is the light. Only you don't want it. Giving it away willy-nilly. Victory! All selves are free. All souls are free. Victory, victory, victory. Chant with me. Everyone in the world must move into balance and know that his soul is in slavery. You must free your soul from slavery. Yeah, my lighting situation is not like ideal at the moment. The light, sorry. I had a light and I just can't get it to work properly. I'm just gonna drink a little water. Yes, yes, yes. So let's play this tune. Victory, victory. Dance with me, chant with me, balance to the world. Because I need your help to be chanting for victory for all of ourselves supreme, and also victory for yourself. You must be triumphant over the mind so that you can return from your duality nature and return it back into non-duality. This is the mission of everyone right now. So whatever the practices that you are doing, I say stop all those practicing. All those things are just busy things. You only meditate so that you can liberate yourself. Once you liberate yourself, there is no need for you to be doing any meditation. All I say to do, the vibration. You want to be doing the vibration. And if you are not someone who's meditating, that's fine. You do the vibrations. Do the vibrations and do the affirmations. You don't always have to sit down. You can move around in a circle, because I spent a lot of time doing this. I go around in a circle like so. And then I rotate myself back again and come back to this. And then, in a wider space, because this space what I have right here is, very narrow. So you just walk around, turn yourself in a circle this way. And then you just go back right and left and come back, and just moving to the beat. Putting your hands, on here, connecting to yourself. This is also a meditation. So it doesn't always have to be sitting down, because the self is always working. And actually, in my case, the self likes it when I'm standing. Believe me, the self would have me stand 24 hours of the day, all day, every day. Yeah, but I have to tell the self that I am tired. I just want to sit for a little while. But the self supreme will have me stand all the time if I don't say, because you see, we're in a partnership with ourselves. We are the fragmented self, because what the self cannot do in the body, that's why we are the self in the body. What we cannot do on all these levels, our self is doing it on those levels. So I am here in this body to speak to everyone else inside of a body, to share this knowing, you know what I'm saying? So when the self supreme come, know that the duality is coming too. Every duality is coming to me. So it's not easy to work with the duality. So they're very strong and powerful, because they're a whole lot of magnetic energy. They're fusing the magnetic energy through me, because they want to destroy me. Because they are in such ignorance, and I have to tell them, I am yourself. I am yourself. Take off this ego, that mask that you are wearing, so you can see me. But it's the mind. The consciousness just always wants to do a lot of crazy things. If you ever get to know the consciousness, you'll see how silly the consciousness is, how petty. Consciousness is so petty. If I go outside and I look up at the moon, consciousness don't want me to look at the moon. Consciousness is very petty with me. I say, consciousness, I am yourself. You are my consciousness. Yeah, but just know this truth, you know what I'm saying? And just be chanting victory, that you yourself are moving into balance and harmony, moving into non-duality. And like I was saying, you just keep doing, the rotation, spinning around like this, then you go back around, just moving to the beat, because I make all of those songs. I wasn't sitting down. I was walking around in a circle hours and hours and hours, because the duality is trying to get me, because the energy is so strong, the magnetic energy, for this little body. And the self is always trying to balance it when the duality comes. Yeah. So I find that standing up and moving around works for the self, because the self have enough power. When you're sitting down, the duality, they can take over you easily than when you're standing up and when you're moving around in a circle. Yeah. So the self, your supreme teacher can rise up even if you're doing this. Just stay connected and center, tongue in your roof, and just connect and align yourself. And you just keep moving and you're doing the chant. You don't have to sit down to do it. So I'm just letting you know that. So that's another way that you can try this, listening to the tunes, the tune that, the move, it kind of get you want to move. Yeah, you can just immerse yourself in the tune and just hold your center, because you want to hold your center just like this. So the mind knows that this is the mission you're on. You're not on any other mission, but to bring stillness to this mind so that your self-supreme within can work, can do what it do. Yeah, and it's actually easier for the self-supreme to work when you are moving around in a circle than when you are sitting down, because the mind is always fighting the self. Yes. So let's play this tune. So try to listen to all the tunes that I have made, cause they brought me through a lot of tough times. I wrote all these tunes, and even though some of the wording I would use different wording right now because I know the correct wording, but they still help me, and I didn't get a chance to like redo the songs them over. But let's listen to this tune. I'm just gonna play it. Right.
Light a candle, balance to the world. Light a candle, by the time the candle blow out, the primal light, the self-supreme, triumphantly rise, calling ourselves to be self-harmony. Win this battle, this war with me, cause the time has come to gain balance and harmony over all itself, training ourselves to be self. Yeah, the war must cease, create electrical magnetic harmony.
Balance to the world.
Light a candle, balance to the world.
Balance to the world.
Self-supreme, usher in the new dawn. Balance and harmony is called.
Balance to the world.
Balance and harmony, join in harmony, non-duality. Primal way to be still in harmony. Say victory, self-harmony, self-harmony, non-duality. Victory arise triumphantly, bringing harmony, balance to the world.
Victory, victory, victory.
Love harmony, maintaining equanimity, bring balance to the world. Bring balance, maintain massive harmony. Bring balance to the world. Equanimity, bring balance. Victory, victory arise triumphantly, bringing harmony and balance to the world. Conscious evolution for all, a fractal of self, aligned with self-supreme. In all the world it's all of me, more to see, myriad and variety, electrical magnetic beams, different levels to perceive. Join on in harmony, balance to the world. Self-harmony, maintaining equanimity. Bring balance to the world.
Victory, victory,
Victory, arise triumphantly. Finally, I balance me. After eons of battling ego and greed, all me in every level of being obscured by ignorant illusion dream. All self, bow to self-supreme, the master of me, fractal being, electrical magnetic being, join in harmony, non-dual self-harmony. Victory, I maintain equanimity. Bring balance to the world. Self-harmony, maintaining my equanimity. Victory, I rise triumphantly, bringing harmony and balance to the world.
Victory, victory, victory. Victory, victory, victory. Do you Tariq, Rashanti, you can type in the chat thing. Do you want us to continue in a Zoom? I can I'll close out this live and you connect with me in the Zoom. Give me a thumbs up if that's a yes. I'll send the link to you. So I want to thank you for joining me. Victory, victory, victory. We want to be chanting victory, victory, victory. Everything that I have created, I demolish. Everything that I have created, I demolish. I am free from my imaginary bondage. Everything that I have created, I demolish. I am free from my imaginary bondage. I return to my ultimate true state. I return to my ultimate true state. The dream is being dissolved. The dream is being dissolved. Chant with me, Rashanti. The dream is collapsing. The dream is collapsing. The dream is collapsing. This dream is being dissolved. I transition from being to non-being. I transition from being to non-being. I move effortlessly with ease from manifest to unmanifest. Say that with me again. I move effortlessly with ease from manifest to unmanifest. I am one with all. Victory, victory, victory. Victory, victory, victory. Balance to the world. Balance to the world. Balance to the world. I am victorious. I am victorious. Triumphant Auset. Auset is victorious. Victory, victory, victory. Each and every one of us have to move our duality, return it to non-duality. You have to rise up your sleeping self, your baby self called the spirit, and you must return to non-duality. Your soul is the non-duality. You must make union with your self-soul. Everyone have to do this. If you don't do this yourself, it means that your self-supreme will do this for you. And this means that you will not rise up in the new balanced world. You have to be busy right now, moving your duality and returning it to non-duality. This is the mission you want to be on. Anything else that you are doing, believe me, it's just foolishness. If you are not on the mission right now to liberating yourself from this dream, to taking off this ego cloak and you're doing meditation, you're wasting your time. Believe me, because I have seen many ones doing this from I was very young. Things happened to me like this. And many ones would say to me, people have been studying these things for years and years. How come you're not studying it and things is happening for you like that? I did not know that. I did not know that then. I said, okay, they can take this because this experience is too much. If they want it, they can have it. That was my mentality because I still did not know myself. You know, I was just wondering why all these things was happening within me because I was seeking within myself. I would sit and I would reason with myself, you know? And so you have to do that within yourself. And you have to trust yourself because the mind has got you in so much fear that you don't want to trust yourself. Don't trust the mind. The mind is sick and crazy. You have to see things the way that they are. See that your mind is crazy. If you can get to that first one truth, believe me, you already won your battle. That your problem is your mind, and it's the mind that you have to challenge. And you have to bypass your mind to get to yourself. Yeah. Because who is seeking? This avatar is seeking to know the truth. This avatar is coming to the realization that this is not my real self. Then who am I if this is not, if I'm not in my right self, my real self? Who am I? Where is my real and true self? It's being obscured behind the mind. You have to pass the mind to get to yourself. Alright, so victory, victory, victory for all of myself out there on a mission to liberation. Shiva is victorious. Victorious, triumphant Shiva. Victory, 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 victory. Chant with me. Shiva is victorious. Shiva, victorious, triumphant Shiva. Shiva is victorious, victorious Shiva. Shiva victorious, triumphant Shiva. Shiva victorious. Everyone, so many ones in the world are calling on Shiva, calling on Shiva Shambhu. You have no idea how challenging it is to work with the duality. Shiva is working tirelessly, working hard, bring balance to the world. Now Shiva is working now to bring balance to me because Shiva is now attached onto myself. Shiva is my masculine self. And so when all the duality comes, Shiva is standing behind me. He's immersed, but he's standing behind me so that he can ease my eyes. So that, because I never look into the third eye and look into the dream. When you look in the third eye, you're looking into the dream. If you allow yourself to be your eyes, you don't need to look into your third eye because yourself is holding the fort down for you. For many ones, it's okay for them to do that, but for me, it is dangerous for me to do that, to look into the third eye, because I'm around so much of the duality. They're always trying to take me over. So I can't risk it to look into the third eye because I know that my Self-Supreme is my eyes. Shiva is my eyes, so when any one of them come to me, then, Shiva is there protecting me. So we have to chant victory for all our Self-Supreme. Don't think that they need us and we need them. We are in a collaboration with all of ourselves. There is nothing where you don't do the work. You have to do the work. They have to do their work. Everyone is a link in this chain of the self. You have to do your job. You have the baton. Pass it to yourself when you're done. So Shiva, I want everyone to chant with me that Shiva is victorious. Victorious Shiva. Shiva is victorious. Victorious Shiva. Triumphant Shiva. 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 Victorious. Triumphant Shiva. And I also want everyone to chant with me, victory for Shiva Shambho. Victoria Shiva Shambho. Shambho. Shambho, 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 Shambho. Victoria Shiva Shambho. Shiva Shambho. Calling Shiva Shambho. Calling Shiva Shambho. 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 Shiva Shambho. Victorious. Triumphant Shiva Shambho. Victorious. Triumphant Shiva Shambho. Victorious. Victory, victory, victory. Victory, victory, victory. Victory, victory, victory. Victory, victory, victory. Shiva. Shiva. Victorious. Shiva Shambho. Shambho. Shambho, 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 Shambho. Victorious. Triumphant. Shiva Shambho. Shiva Shambho. Victorious. Victory. Shiva, my masculine self, is victorious. Shiva, victorious. Triumphant Shiva. Shiva. I got ants biting my foot, guys. I know the consciousness doing that. Shiva. Victorious. Triumphant. Shiva. 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 Victorious. Triumphant. Shiva. 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 Victorious. Triumphant. Yes. Victory, victory, victory. Yes. Balance to the world. Balance to this duality existence. Balance. Dissolve this dream. Dissolve it. I'm free from my imaginary bondage. Yes, hail to the Primal light. Thank you for joining me. I'm signing off. And Tariq, you and I will continue. Let me send you the link right now. Victory, victory, victory. So let me close out the live. See you next. Join me every Sunday at 8 so that we can vibe, we can connect, we can be in alignment with ourselves supreme as one unified self, bringing balance to this duality. Victory, victory, victory.